Okay, here's the deal, guys. Squares, this formula isn't the best for squares, but with squares, we can use whatever formula works best, and quite frankly, use the formula that works best with a square. And you could use base times height, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 over 2. You could use 1/2 apothem times perimeter. But here's the thing I think that makes it easy. If we draw out the diagram, we should be able to quickly be able to get it. So here's our square, right? All the sides are the same. And it tells you the radius, it's the area of the square with the radius of 7. So if I draw that in, that's 7 centimeters. But okay, here's the other radius. How long is that one? 7. Isn't that the same way with the other diagonal? They all make the diagonals bisect each other, so those make the radii of it. Isn't it going to be faster to use the formula diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 over 2? Yeah, because I know the diagonals. They're just 14 times 14. Oh, why can I say diagonal 1 times diagonal 2? Because all squares are rhombuses, right? And that's for a rhombus. And I know those are perpendicular. So I just get 196 divided by 2 is going to give me 98 square centimeters. I don't even want to waste my time using 1/2 apothem times perimeter. All right, now another formula for you. The key with these is marking up the diagrams well. And again, this one's for a hexagon, so let's don't forget the number of sides is 6. And I'm going to draw the central angle triangle again. That's with our 2 radii. Now this would be inside, remember? That would be one of those congruent isosceles triangle. Radii, radii. Our apothem, right here is 5 root 3. So we got that down. And I want to know the side length so I can calculate perimeter. To do that, I need to know central angle. So the central angle, because remember, there's your central angle, is going to be 360 divided by 6. That's 60 degrees. But the apothem bisects it, so it makes both of those 30 degrees. So basically, I just made a 30, 60, 90 triangle. But remember, the apothem also does what to our base? Bisects our base. So how do I go from long leg to short leg on a 30, 60, 90? Divide by root 3. Good. So that's 5 and 5. So my side length equals 10. So now perimeter is easy for us to get. Perimeter is just the number of sides, which is 6, times the side length, which is 10. So that's 60. I already know my apothem, which is 5 root 3. So we just plug it into our formula. Apothem times perimeter over 2. Apothem, 5 root 3. Perimeter, 60 all over 2. 30 times 5, 150 root 3. Where did I get the 30? Someone's like, where did you get 30? 1/2 of 60 basically is 30. 30 times 5 is 150. And that means square meters. Awesome, awesome. Not hard at all. That'd be a good job for you to get. Now let's do one more. And I like these with radii. We don't do them as often, but that's why you always hear me say draw in the radii. And I put the R's there just because I want you to understand how they're drawn. And with an equilateral triangle, if I draw in my central angle triangle, which is what we draw first, right? I know those are both 4. I draw in my apothem. I know right away central angle is going to be huge here. So I find the central angle of the triangle, 360 divided by 3. I'm not going to mess up this time. It's 120. The apothem bisects it, so there's 60 degrees right there. So I got a 30, 60, 90 here. Side length. All right, we know those two will be the same. Now let's look at this one, 30, 60, 90. How do I get to the short leg? Hypotenuse to short leg, you divide by 2. So that would be 2. So my apothem is 2. So I'm going to have to do over here, A equals 2. All right, so my short leg is 2. To get to the long leg, I multiply by root 3. All right, so the side length is 4 root 3. So perimeter is 3 times 4 root 3, which is 12 root 3. Area, apothem times perimeter over 2. Apothem is, can't talk right now. Apothem is 2. Perimeter is 12 root 3 over 2. Look what cancels out, or actually I should say correctly, simplifies out to be 1. And I get 12 root 3. And that one, they didn't give us units, so we'd have to say square units. Notice drawing out the central angle triangle, all right? Don't forget to draw central angle triangle, okay? When you're working with this, it's not that bad, I promise. All right, let's get the last two. Here's the cool thing. They say to the nearest square inch. So this time our calculator is going to do the work for us. Notice these aren't ones that we get to know very well, but they give you the side length and they already give you the apothem. So basically, you don't have to do anything but calculate the perimeter first. So the cool thing is, if I do perimeter, I just have to count the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an octagon. So I go 8 times 5 is 40 inches, so that's my perimeter. But my area is still going to be apothem times perimeter over 2. So I get 6 times 40 over 2. And when I do that, I get 240 over 2, which leaves that to be 120 square inches. Not too bad. Now, same type of idea over here. Look, I have my side length, and I know they're all the same, so I can do the perimeter. This time, how many sides? We got 1. Start with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 sides. So I get 9 times 4.7. My brain's not working, so I'm going to get the 42.3. Now remember, if they have decimals, you can then give me decimals. My apothem is 6.5, so I still do apothem times perimeter over 2. So I get 6.5 times 42.3, my perimeter, over 2. Sorry, I'm yelling at myself. I hate when I say something different than I really need to be writing down. And if you did this one correctly, and they said to the nearest square inch, you should have gotten like 137.475. So the nearest square inch, and I'm going to do approximate symbol here, that's going to be 137 square inches, okay? So we got rid of the decimal in order for that reason. Now, guys, again, this is a video. You can get back on Academy Central. You can see how it is. Take the time to take your notes, stop, replay it, use your examples, but here's the key again. First, draw your central angle triangle. Mark where your radius are, your apothem, and your side. And remember, the apothem will bisect your side and your central angle. Calculate your central angle. Calculate your perimeter. Use your apothem. Plug it into the formula. If you do these examples, I think you'll be okay. It is hard, but don't be afraid to give me a call. All right? You guys do a great job.